You know, many folks put off estate planning for years, really, because the process seems confusing and daunting.
Yeah, absolutely. But our next guest make it easier for a thorough and thoughtful process, so you can feel good knowing that you have a specific plan in place for your family. Rose Coonen from Coonen Law Firm joins us once more to take a deeper dive into estate planning. Rose, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks.
So let's talk about when people should start, because obviously it's really easy to kick the can down the road and be like, I'll do that later, I'll do that later. When should we really be doing this?
So I feel anybody over the age of 18 should have something in place.
Wow.
Okay, so that could be something simple. So right now we're doing a lot of college kid plans, right, before they go off to college. But really a good time where we see a lot of clients coming in is at retirement age or just before retirement age, where you know, they're getting ready to move into that next stage of life, and they know they need to do some planning.
Yeah, my mom's doing this. She just sent me some paperwork a few months ago that I put in my safe at home, you know, to keep safe. She's got the estate planning and going on, things like that. What happens, say, God forbid, for my mother or for anyone else, if someone becomes, say, incapacitated or can't make decisions, right? They're medically unable to do that. Is there anything that needs to be set in place for that?
Yeah, so that's part of planning. A lot of people think estate planning is just about the assets, and it's not. It is a piece of it, but it's also what happens if someone becomes incapacitated, right? Who can make medical decisions on their behalf, and what decisions do they want? So a lot of times that's what are the end of life decisions. Having that all laid out and having someone named to make those decisions when someone's incapacitated is really important. One, it makes it easier for the family because they know what needs to happen, and while it's a hard thing to go through, they at least have that guidance. And without it, someone would have to go to court to get that authority.
Oh, nobody wants. Yeah. You're going through that already. You don't want to spend a day in court or longer.
Well, and I mean, it's so much easier if you know what someone wants, as opposed to having to try to guess, you know, because you don't know.
Right.
Let's talk about some of the critical documents that people need as they age to be able to put this all into place.
Yeah. So typically when you think of an estate plan, you think of like a will and a trust. That's important. It's what happens with assets. But as we get older and incapacity might be a concern, now we're looking at what are those planning documents for incapacity. And a lot of times that's going to be medical directives or medical powers of attorney, where we can spell out all those things. Who can make those decisions and what decisions do we want made? But then it's also financial power of attorney. So not just medical decisions, but who can pay the bills, who can deal with finances, contracts, maybe that's arranging for long-term care options. And so having those documents can fill that gap when there is an incapacity.
And for someone who doesn't have those documents and maybe wants to ask to get that process started, I mentioned that it's daunting, it can seem confusing, but it also is, it's a heavy topic. How do you start that conversation with somebody saying, hey, we probably should get some of this stuff lined up?
Yeah, it can be tough to think about, and this is where we see a lot of people, because it's a hard conversation to have, they want to put it off, put it on the back burner. Unfortunately, procrastination is the biggest risk. So starting those conversations, sometimes we just want to, you know, start bringing some awareness around it and really frame it that it's making sure their wishes are honored. So sometimes as family members, maybe we have to bring that conversation up when we see someone maybe not remembering certain things, and it's just how can we come at that from a place of care and really say, hey, we want to make sure your wishes are honored. Can we talk about what that might look like?
Yeah. And let's talk about some of the common mistakes that families make that you see. And obviously you're the one that's there to help walk people through so they don't make these mistakes, right?
Yeah. Common mistake number one is having a plan. Maybe someone did a plan 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They put it on the shelf and never looked at it again. You get this false sense of security that everything's set. Unfortunately, estate planning is not a set it and forget it type of thing. And so having regular reviews, making sure the documents still reflect someone's wishes, making sure the right people are in the right roles. That's one mistake we see. The other is, like I said, procrastination, just not getting to it, putting it off because we don't want to have those conversations. Unfortunately, there comes a point in time where it's too late. And so then we have to guess or we have to go to probate court.
I love how you take a holistic approach to your practice as well too. It really feels like someone's watching right now and they're thinking, hey, I really like what she's saying. This is something we need to do. I really like the way she talks. Her eyeglasses are cool. Whatever reason they would like to call, what information, how do we start this?
We've got lots of ways. So we try to make it easy. Sometimes it can be intimidating to call an attorney. Sure. We have events. People are welcome to come to our events. We have those listed. We try to do fun things. That's just a easy way to get information. Or they can just call and just set up a quick phone call. Like, they don't have to come in if they're not ready for that yet. We can meet them where they're at and help guide them through that process.
Love that. And it's just so much easier to have someone who knows what's going on your side to help do that.
Right.
Because, this isn't easy to do by yourself.
Right.
Rose, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you. You want to learn more, go to Coonen-Law.com. You want to give them a call, you got some questions, set up a simple phone call, 616-951-1531. We'll be right back.